She thought she was going to join, actually.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Well, she's not here.
But Michael's out for the watching football, so maybe children don't allow.
Yeah, indeed. All right, I'm just going to mute you. That's okay. All right, we're going to come and kneel on a block. Or on a block or cushions or whatever. And bring your hands to your thighs with the palms facing up. And settle the sit bones and the tailbone down into the block. And wiggle the waist long. So you're going to start reaching through the crown of the head. Close the eyes if that feels comfortable. And notice the breath for a moment. So we're going to be creating space in the back body today. So just making space between, well, really the heels all the way up through the back of the legs, the back of the torso, all the way up through the neck. So it can be really easy to kind of get congested, especially in the spine. So we're just going to be making room. Okay, and then for 1 minute, let's do a inhale for 4, exhale for 7. So inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And you can do it on your own breath cycle. Just easy inhale, easy exhale. And then complete the exhale and return to regular breathing. And bring your hands together at heart center. And dedicate your practice today. And we'll start with a single Om. Take a nice inhale. Om. Okay, and open the eyes. And we're just going to come over into Sukasana to give the legs a bit of a break. Oh, you can just stretch them out if you need to. Wiggle the legs. And you can have either leg in front. We're just going to just take a strap. So have a strap close by. You don't really need it right now, but we are going to use it. Draw the belly button to the spine. Inhale the arms up. Reach up with the fingers, look up at the hands, and apple pick. So press down with the opposite sit bone. So you're lengthening the spine through the tailbone and the crown of the head. So lengthening them from both ends, or lengthening it from both ends. Okay, and then exhale the arms down. And take a hold of the strap in a V position. So we're going to have it pretty wide right now. The hands are going to be pretty wide because it's early on in class and we're just warming up the shoulders. So inhale the arms up and exhale them behind. Belly button to spine, inhale up and exhale down. Good, heavy tailbone. And lift out of the lower back. So feel like you are making lots of room in that lower back kidney band area. And we'll do 2 more. So just working on the range of motion of the shoulders here. Good. And then the next time you come in front, just release the strap. Place it to one side, but keep it close by. And roll the shoulders a few times backwards and a few times forwards. Good. Okay, and then take the right hand over to the left ear. And really gently just exhale the right ear towards the right shoulder. Any amount. There's no forcing here. Just super gentle, lengthening the left side of the neck. So you can feel that lengthening from like the top of the shoulder all the way up the left side of the neck towards the bottom of the ear. And then inhale the left arm out to the side. Excuse me. Reach actively away with the fingers. So now you can feel the length from the fingertips all the way up the arm, over the shoulder, and up the side of the neck. And inhale, lift the arm about 15 degrees. And take the left arm behind the lower back, walk the right hand back towards the back of the skull, and exhale, chin to chest. So we're lengthening from between the shoulder blades all the way up over the back of the neck towards the bottom of where the hair meets the neck. And then release the hands and inhale, slowly bring the head up. And just shake the shoulders out a little bit. And then take the left hand over to the right ear. And exhale any amount, take the left ear towards the left shoulder. And it really is whatever you feel comfortable here with the neck. No right or wrong. Well, there is a wrong if you hurt your neck. And think about lengthening again the right side of the neck here. Inhale the right arm out to the side. Reach away with the fingers. And then inhale, lift the arm about 15 degrees. Just below shoulder height. Good, and then take the right arm behind the lower back. Walk the left fingers back to the back of the skull. And exhale, chin to chest. And release the hands. And inhale, slowly bring the head up. Good. Inhale the arms out to the side, the palms facing up. Reach the fingertips away. Lower the shoulder blades a little. And again, reach the fingertips so we're making space between the shoulder blades. And exhale, take the palms facing down. Inhale, palms up. Exhale down. We're just going to move with the breath here. 3 more times. So keep actively reaching away with the fingers. Press down with the tailbone and lift with the crown of the head. And then pause with the palms facing up. Reach them away again, and then exhale, right elbow under left. And take a hold of the hands and inhale, lift the elbows. Slide the shoulder blades down the back. And exhale, chin towards the chest. Any amount. Lift the elbows a touch more. Belly button to spine. And inhale the arms out to the side. Palms facing up. Reach, reach, reach the fingertips away, and then exhale, left elbow onto right. And lift the elbows. Slide the shoulder blades down the back. Really engage them towards the top upper ribs. And exhale, chin to chest. And notice which side, which shoulder you have more range of motion in. This is a pretty good internal rotation of the shoulders here. And heavy the tailbone. And inhale the arms out to the side. And then take the fingertips to the shoulders. So to the tops of the shoulders. Keep the elbows lifted. Slide the shoulder blades and exhale. Take the elbows towards each other and inhale, circle back. So we're going to be doing nice big circles, bringing the elbows towards each other in the front. So inhaling back and exhaling forward. Good, and then pause and start to circle back. Okay, and then release it and shake it out. Good. Okay, take a hold of that strap again. And we're going to take the strap in the right hand. And the right hand comes to the upper back. And the left hand goes to the lower back, catches the strap, and just walk the hands any amount towards each other. So don't force it. And look straight ahead. Heavy the tailbone. Reach through the crown of the head. And take the top elbow back slightly so that it's in line with the torso. And the bottom elbow forward. And close the eyes. And notice the space between the shoulder blades. Notice where you might be gripping in that upper back area. Keep the chest lifted. Okay, and open the eyes and release the strap and shake it out. And take the strap into the left hand now. Left hand at the upper back, right hand at the lower back. And again, any amount, walk the hands towards each other without forcing it. So you want to keep the pelvis neutral, the natural curves of the spine, but without overarching the lower back to try to force the hands towards each other. Keep the spine nice and long. Chest is lifted. And release the shoulders. And again, close the eyes. Bring your attention to that upper back area. And relax the jaw. So we're not going to be, doing the inhale for 4, exhale for 7, but think about completing the exhale throughout class. So we're not holding the breath, obviously maybe, but we're definitely going to be, really focusing on releasing the entire exhale, especially when, we're holding a pose that might be challenging. Right, and then open the eyes and release the strap. And come off the block and roll over onto your belly. Alright, so we're on your belly and arms are out to the side in a T position. And exhale, roll over onto the right side and walk the left hand towards you. I'm just going to stretch out the front of that shoulder, the right shoulder. And this isn't any amount, so don't force the shoulder here. And inhale, come back to center. And exhale onto the left side. Walk the right hand towards you. to offer a little bit of support here. And inhale, come back to center. And then come onto all fours. Good. So hands are right underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingers so we've got a nice base for the hands. And we'll move through 5 cat-cows. So draw the belly button to the spine, slide the shoulder blades, and you can move through this on your own breath cycle. So inhale cow and exhale cat. Okay, good, and then finish the cat that you are on and come back to neutral. And then keeping the hips where they are, we're going to exhale, walk the hands forward, come down onto the forearms, and exhale the forehead to the mat and release the chest for extended puppy or Uttana Shishosana, which I love that name. Uttana Shishosana. So beautiful. And again, draw your attention to the upper back area. And notice if you're gripping anywhere. And try to allow the chest to settle down towards the mat. Okay, and then inhale, come back to center. And then come back down onto the belly. And you can have the hands underneath the forehead. So the forehead is on either hand. And walk the feet back. So just try to reach the toes towards the end of the mat, creating space in the lower back. Lift the belly off the floor, so engage the core. And then exhale, lift the right leg a few inches off the ground, reaching away with the toes. And inhale, lower. Exhale, lift the left leg, any amount. And inhale, lower. Good. So squeeze the glute of the leg that you're lifting. Exhale, lift the right. Inhale down. Exhale left. And inhale down. We'll do one more on each side. Exhale right. And inhale down. And exhale left. Inhale down. Good. Come up onto the forearms. So the elbows are right underneath the shoulders. Draw the belly button into the spine. And exhale, pull the chest through the arms, the Sphinx. And keep reaching those toes away from you so you're moving out of the lower back area. Nice, easy inhales and exhales. And inhale, lower down. You come up onto all fours again. Good. Draw the belly button into the spine. Inhale the right arm out to the side. Reach it as far away as you can, so you're really creating space between the shoulder blades. And then exhale, take it under, take the side of the face to the mat, and press into the left hand to turn the chest towards the left. And kind of actively reach with the right fingertips towards the left. Inhale down and exhale up. And then inhale, come back to center. Press down into the hands, belly button to spine, lengthen through the tailbone and the crown of the head. And inhale the left arm out to the side. So reach away with the left fingers, but without moving the torso. And then exhale, left hand underneath the torso. And press down into the right hand. You might feel a few clicks. It's like going to the chiropractor. bit nicer. And inhale, come back to center. Okay, press down into both hands again. Create a nice wide base with the hands. Belly button to spine. And exhale, lift the left leg behind you. So you're reaching away with the left heel, pressing into an imaginary wall. Draw the belly button in, and then inhale the right arm in front. So reach with the fingers, reach with the heel. Draw the belly button into the spine. And then start to take the left leg out to the side and the right arm out to the right. Just as much as you can while maintaining your balance. Press down into the left hand. So keep the left leg lifted. Lift the left leg a little bit, Terry, so it's in line with the hip. Good. And inhale, come back to center. Step both the hand and the foot down. And we'll do the same on the other side. So belly button to spine. Exhale, extend the right leg behind you in line with the hip. Good. Reach the foot into the imaginary wall. You're pushing the wall away from you. Belly button to spine. Inhale the left arm in front. And we're using the strength of the core here to keep both the arm and the leg lifted. Reach the fingertips away. Good. So reach a little bit more, mum. Nice. And then start to move the right leg to the right and the left arm to the left. Any amount. Good. Belly button to spine. Core is strong. And inhale, bring them back to the center line. And then step them down. And bring the knees to either side. And feet together. Going to take a block towards the front of the mat. Sit the hips back on the heels. And exhale forward into a child's pose with your forehead on a block. And notice the lower back area. We're widening around the sacrum and the lower back and the kidney band. So direct your breath to that area and allow your forearms to settle down into the mat. And inhale back up onto all fours and lower down onto your belly. Take your chin in your hands for TV watching pose. I heard this called crocodile pose as well recently. Interesting. I'm not sure why it's crocodile pose, but anyway. And really allow your chin to be completely supported by the hands. So release any gripping in the back of the neck. Okay, and then release the hands, unfortunately, because that would be really nice to stay there all day. And then come back onto all fours. And exhale, step back into plank. Good. Belly button to spine. Reach away with the heels. Slide the shoulder blades. And exhale, right knee to right hand for pigeon on the right. So we're going to take a block underneath the hands and walk the left foot back. So the top of the left foot is down and you're just walking it away from you so that we've got some nice space in the lower back. So you can either be up on the fingertips or if that's not comfortable, you can take your hands to a block. And allow the tailbone, like imagine the tailbone is like a magnet and it's being pulled down towards the ground. And slide the shoulder blades, keep the core engaged. Okay, and then take the hands to the mat and exhale, step back into plank pose. Belly button to spine. And we're gonna exhale, lift the right leg any amount. Inhale down, so keep the hips square and lowered, and then exhale, lift the left. Inhale down. Exhale right. Inhale down. And exhale left. Inhale down. And exhale, left knee to left hand for pigeon on the left. Good. And walk the toes back, the right toes back. So you're just kind of scooting them back towards the back of the mat. And again, up on the fingertips or a block. Close the eyes if that feels comfortable. And allow the tailbone to be drawn down towards the mat. And complete the exhale. Okay, and then come down onto the hands. Press down into the hands and exhale, step back into plank pose. And downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Inhale the right leg into the air. Exhale, step the right foot forward. And come to stand for warrior one. So I'm going to step the left foot out to the left. So each leg has its own lane. Hands on the hips. And press down into that back foot. So we're lifting the arch of the back foot. And exhale forward into this right knee. Any amount. We're just going to focus on keeping this back leg strong. Belly button to spine. And find a spot in the distance that you can focus on. And exhale, lift the back leg and reach it behind you for warrior three. Good. Press the back foot into a wall, an imaginary wall. Both hip points are pointing down. Draw the belly button in. So mum, just bring the left hip pointing down a little bit more. Good. And straighten the shoulders. And exhale, step the left foot back. Good timing, Terry. And exhale, take the hands to the mat for downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Inhale the left leg into the air. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Ground the back foot and come to stand. And step the right foot over. And press down into the outside of that back foot. And exhale, bend the left knee towards 90 degrees for warrior one. Good. Belly button to spine. Slide the shoulder blades. And exhale, lift the back leg. Straighten the front leg for warrior three. So we're lifting the back leg any amount and really focus on keeping the both hip points pointing down. Press the back foot into a wall. Lovely. Micro bend the front knee. That's good. Using a strong core here to keep the leg lifted. And exhale, step the right foot back. And hands to the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. And inhale forward into plank. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Take the hands alongside the chest. Belly button to spine, just walk the feet back. So we've got some nice space in the lower back. And exhale, lift the chest for a baby cobra. So keeping the elbows bent. Draw that belly button in. Breathe easy here for a moment. And inhale, lower down. And take the arms alongside the body with the palms facing down. And on the exhale, we're going to lift the legs, lift the chest and the arms for locust. So reach with the feet, toes away from you. Reach the fingers towards the toes. Lift the belly off the floor. Slide the shoulder blades down the back. And inhale, lower down. And take the hands alongside the chest. Tuck the toes. And exhale, down dog. Paddle out the feet. Inhale, lift the right leg into the air. Exhale, step the right foot forward to outside the right hand. And take the left knee down to the mat. So you can use a block here if you'd like, or you can be up on the fingertips, or you can have the hands flat, whichever feels good for you. Turn the right toes and the right knee out to 45 degrees for lizard. So, yep, and you can go on the elbows too. Awesome. Woo, that's challenging. Okay, so think about lengthening the left hip flexor and opening up the right groin. So if it feels comfortable, you can close the eyes here. And that just helps you bring your attention to maybe some gripping in the right groin, the glutes, and the left hip flexor. And notice where you typically grip anyway. Like for me, I am a teeth clencher, so I always need to remind myself to relax my jaw, smile, and just stretch the jaw. So notice what that area is for you. And then hands to the mat. Exhale, step the right foot back to downward facing dog and pedal out the feet again. And inhale the left leg into the air. Exhale, step the left foot forward to outside the left hand. And the right knee comes to the mat for lizard. And again, you have all of those options available to you. Fingertips, hands, block, elbows on the block, elbows on the ground. And close the eyes and notice which side is more open in the groin, in the hip flexor, in the glutes. And it might be different. You know, earlier we were looking at the difference between the shoulders. So there's not always one side fits all. So one side you might be tighter in the hips, one side you might be tighter in the shoulders. Just get to know your body. And complete the exhale. And then take the hands down. And exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. And inhale forward into plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Take the hands alongside the chest, belly button to spine, and exhale, lift into Cobra. So slide the shoulder blades down the back. Reach away with the toes, belly button to spine. Good, and inhale, lower down. Take the arms in front. So reach away with the fingertips. Reach the toes away from you, belly button to spine. And exhale, lift the arms and the legs. And then we're going to swim both the arms and the legs. Good. So, yeah, it's like you're doing front crawl with your legs and just kind of patting the ground with your hands, but not actually touching the ground. Draw the belly button to the spine. And inhale, lower down. Take the hands alongside the chest, tuck the toes, And exhale, downward facing dog. And exhale, lower the knees to the mat. And we're going to come to kneel on a block. Good. So draw the inner thighs together. And then take the hands behind the lower back for reverse prayer. So we're going to start with the fingertips pointing down. And it can be, right towards the lower back, or start to move the hands up, whatever your range of motion is. And maybe you are pressing into all parts of the hand, and maybe the fingertips are touching, whatever is good. And slide the shoulder blades down the back. We're opening up the shoulders here. And then you have the option of turning the hands, so turning the fingertips towards the back and doing full reverse prayer. Not in my practice, not in my body right now, personally. Okay, heavy the tailbone, lift through the crown of the head. And release the hands and shake out the arms. Good. And then inhale the arms out to the side. Good. And exhale, right elbow under left. Take a hold of the hands and inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, chin towards the chest. Any amount. And then inhale the arms out to the side. Exhale, left elbow under right. And lift the elbows. Exhale, chin to chest. Creating space in these shoulders where so many of us have tension, especially women. And inhale the arms out to the side. And then take them down, shake out the shoulders. Inhale the arms up. And the left hand is going to take a hold of the right wrist. And inhale it over towards the left. Reach the right fingers towards the left. Sit down into the right sit bone. And inhale, come back to center. Right hand takes a hold of the left wrist. And inhale over towards the right. Press down into the left sit bone. Belly button to spine. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale the arms down. And now draw those inner thighs together. Take the fingertips behind you. So you're going to be on the fingertips. Belly button to spine. Heavy the tailbone. And then we're going to walk the fingertips back any amount. For any amount, Supta Virasana. Heavy the tailbone. Lift the chest. You have the option of taking the head behind you and looking up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the inner thighs together. And lift out of the lower back. So we're not allowing ourselves to, squeeze that lower back area. And lift the head. And inhale, walk the fingertips back towards the torso. And come back to Virasana. Good. Okay, just come off the block. And come onto the belly. Actually, we're going to need a strap. So take a strap. And bend the left knee. Take the strap around the top of the left foot. So the strap is going to be on the top of the left foot. And then it's going to come over the left shoulder. And take a hold of the strap with the left hand. Keeping the knees together. We're on the right forearm. And exhale, draw the left heel towards the bum, any amount. Belly button to spine, slide the shoulder blades. Good, and then release the strap. Take the left leg down, and we're going to come on to take the hands underneath the forehead so the forehead can rest on the hands, and then exhale, slide the left knee towards so it's in line with the hip. So the inner thigh is going to be on the ground and the inner foot is going to be on the ground. So if you were to look at your leg would look like a frog. And breathe into the left groin. So we're just trying to release any of the gripping in the left groin. So the body naturally grips here to protect itself from a challenging stretch. Okay, and then inhale, straighten the left leg and bend the right foot. Take the strap around the top of the right foot. And the strap comes over the right shoulder. And then take the right knee back into the midline. So don't allow the right knee to, be pulled out towards the side. It's going to be in line with the hip. You're up on the left forearm. And draw the heel towards the bum. Any amount. Lift the belly off the ground. And think about the kneecap, the right kneecap moving away from you, and the right heel moving towards the bum. And release the strap. Take the leg back down. And the hands come underneath the forehead with the other hand on top. And exhale, move the right knee out to the side. So you're a frog on this side. And again, breathe into the right groin. Release the gripping. And then inhale, reach the right leg back and come onto all fours. And take the knees out to the edges of the mat. And the inner feet, turn them out to the side so that the inner feet are pressing down into the mat. So again, your legs look like a frog. And then come down onto the forearms and slide the knees any amount out to the side. And then you have the option of staying up on the forearms or taking the forehead down towards the mat. Keep the hips moving back. And breathe into the groins. So release the gripping. And inhale, come back up onto the hands. That looks beautiful. And take the feet together. And then inhale, lift the knees together. And we're going to take 2 blocks. And the 2 blocks are going to be at lowest height, lengthwise like this, with a 1-inch gap between. And we're going to sit in front of the blocks about 10 inches maybe. And we're going to be doing supported fish. Okay, so just look back to the blocks and exhale, lower down onto the blocks so that the shoulder blades are on the blocks. Okay, and you may have to reposition yourself. We want the neck to be completely free. And you can either take the arms out to the side with the palms facing up, or start to move in the arms into cactus arms, depending on your shoulder mobility. And we're going to start with the knees bent. Close the eyes. And bring your attention to the shoulders and the neck and the lower back. And notice where you're gripping. And we're making space in this lower back area. So allow the tailbone to settle down towards the mat. And allow the blocks to support you. And we're making room between the collarbones. Five more rounds of breath. Okay, and then bring the arms back alongside the body. And really slowly and easy roll over onto the right side and off the blocks. And move the blocks to either side and come back to lay on your back with the knees bent. Good, and then lift the hips and place the block underneath the sacrum at the lowest height. And close the eyes. And again, allow the block to support the body in a different place now. But have your trust in the block. And belly button to spine. Inhale, lift the left leg to 90 degrees. And then inhale, lift the right leg to meet it. So the sacrum is pressing down into the block. And reach the right leg long. And reach the left leg long. So the heels are reaching up towards the ceiling. Belly button to spine. And then bend the knees back to 90 degrees. Belly button to spine, and exhale, slowly take the right leg down using the strength of the core. And then exhale, slowly take the left leg down to meet it. Good, and inhale, lift the hips, take the block away. And take the knees together, feet all the way to the edges of the mat for constructive rest. Put the hands on the belly. Just breathe here for a moment. So the knees are moving towards each other, but they don't have to meet. So we want to release the groin again. Close the eyes if you haven't already. And again, notice where you might be gripping here. Sorry. Again, this raspy voice that the boys have. And then walk the feet back together. And I'm going to take both of the blocks and place them underneath the knees. So we're reaching the legs long into Shavasana legs. And the blocks are going to be underneath the knees. So it's like a supported Shavasana. And allow the toes to fall out towards the side, heels come together. Take the arms alongside the body, the palms facing up. For 1 minute. We're going to inhale 4, exhale 7. So just bring your attention to the counting, almost like a mantra. And I'll let you know when that 1 minute is up. And if your mind wanders, just gently bring it back to the counting and the breath. Okay, and then return to regular breathing. It's amazing actually when we slow down the breath. We're about 5 breaths per minute. And when we go through everyday life, we take about 16 to 20 breaths per minute. So you can see that most of the time we're breathing pretty inefficiently and high up in the chest. So as you're going through your day, just, I don't know, every once in a while, for 1 minute, just slow down the breath. Okay, and then bend the knees, walk the feet towards you, and just take the blocks to either side. And exhale, knees towards the chest. Rock side to side. Roll over onto the right side. Pause here for a moment. And inhale, slowly come to sit. Bring your hands together at heart center. So as you're going through your week, this week, or your weekend, think about the breath and also creating space in the body. So if you feel yourself kind of slumping over and squishing the lower back, just think about lifting out the lower back and lifting through the crown of the head. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.